Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Every community has a voice in music, in painting, in storytelling, in dance, in local traditions and shared creativity. Arts and culture give a community its identity. Tonight, our panel asks, how can communities strengthen local arts and culture? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode, we explored environmental stewardship. Tonight, we turn to the creative spirit that connects communities through expression and shared identity.
So arts and culture are part of community strength.
Exactly. They reflect who we are, where we come from, and what we value. Tonight, we'll discuss local artists, community performances, public art, cultural traditions, creative education, and practical ways to support arts and culture in everyday life. President Pipeline, when a community wants to strengthen local arts and culture, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
Summer sunset and autumn haze. Rocking chairs lined up in a row.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities strengthen local arts and culture? President Pipeline, will begin with you.
Thank you. Strong arts and culture begin by supporting local creators, musicians, painters, writers, performers, craftspeople. When communities encourage creativity, they preserve their unique identity while inspiring future generations.
So supporting local artists strengthens the whole community.
Exactly. Creative expression helps tell the story of who we are.
Sometimes when local concert or art show becomes a tradition families remember for years.
Creative experiences bring people together.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Celebrate local talent. Attend community performances. Visit art exhibits. Support cultural festivals. Encourage young artists to share their work. Communities grow stronger when creativity is welcomed.
So participation helps culture flourish.
Absolutely. Art becomes more meaningful when it's shared.
Creativity builds connection.
Culture grows when communities celebrate it.
Every local artist has a story worth hearing.
A wonderful beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses innovation, creative education, and expanding opportunities for artists. Captain Constitution explores preserving cultural traditions while encouraging new generations of creators. Stay with us.
Up at dawn, before the morning fog is gone. Fresh picked peaches.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can strengthen local arts and culture. So far we've discussed supporting local creators and celebrating creative expression. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does creative education strengthen communities?
Creative education gives people tools to express themselves. Schools, workshops, community centers, and online learning can help people explore music, art, theater, and storytelling. When creativity is taught and encouraged, it becomes part of everyday life.
So education helps culture grow?
Exactly. Skills create opportunity, and opportunity creates culture.
Captain Constitution, what role does preservation play?
Communities should respect and preserve their cultural traditions while allowing new ones to form. Historic performances, local heritage, and community stories should be recorded and shared. At the same time, new generations should be encouraged to add their own voices.
So culture is both preservation and evolution.
Very much so. A healthy community honors its past while welcoming its future.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Creativity strengthens identity.
Shared art brings people together.
Education expands expression.
Preservation connects generations.
Sometimes a school play or local mural becomes part of a town's identity for decades.
Culture often lies in everyday creativity. Market Maverick off microphone, and someone still has to hang the posters. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can support local arts. Professor Data explores research on cultural participation, and the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that help keep community culture strong. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Across the fields beneath, the rivers run, the forests grow, and opportunity continues to flow.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed creativity, cultural education, preservation, and community expression. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities support local arts and culture in everyday life? Market Maverick, what practical steps strengthen local arts and culture?
Host local art walks. Support farmers markets with live performers. Encourage small venues to showcase local talent. Partner schools with community arts programs. When art is visible, participation grows.
So access matters?
Exactly. People support what they can see and experience.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about cultural participation?
Research often associates strong cultural participation with higher community engagement, improved well-being, stronger local identity, and increased civic pride. Communities benefit when creative expression is accessible and encouraged across all ages.
So culture strengthens connection.
Very much so. Shared cultural experiences often strengthen social bonds.
Peoples Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Attend local performances. Support community artists. Share creative events with neighbors. Encourage children to explore the arts. Small participation keeps culture alive.
Quick thoughts.
Creativity builds community identity.
Art brings people together.
Education expands expression.
Tradition gives culture depth.
Nature often inspires the arts.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities strengthen local arts and culture. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
The market opens by the bay.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can strengthen local arts and culture. We've talked about creativity, education, tradition, accessibility, and shared expression. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens local arts and culture, what would it be?
Support local artists. When creativity is supported, communities gain identity and pride.
Attend local events. Art becomes meaningful when it is experienced together.
Encourage creative learning at every age. Expression grows when it is taught and shared.
Preserve cultural traditions while welcoming nuance. A strong culture honors both past and future.
Let nature inspire creativity. The environment often shapes the arts.
Make creative spaces accessible. When people can participate, culture thrives.
Celebrate the creativity in your neighbors. Encouragement keeps the arts alive.
Continue expanding access to arts programs and measuring what helps communities participate most effectively.
Arts and culture are not separate from community life. They are part of it. Every performance, every mural, every story told, every tradition shared helps shape a community's identity.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time our panel explores Episode 064, How Can Communities Strengthen Local Leadership? We'll discuss mentorship, civic responsibility, emerging leaders, volunteer development, and building strong leadership pipelines for the future. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage creativity, cultural participation, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, keep building culture, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come